Hello, and welcome to JiKookers. Again, I'm CJ.
And I'm Pete.
Hi, Pete. And we have just watched episode 3 of Are You Sure?
Season 2.
Season 2, yeah. Lots to unpack there, isn't it?
Yeah, there is. That was a great episode. I love that one.
It was a really, I'm tired just from watching all that.
Yeah, all of the stuff
all
they
the
did.
activity, the snowboarding and the skiing and the paragliding and oh my gosh, they were, yeah.
I think that was my favourite episode of Are You Sure Yet? I really loved how they paced the whole thing. It all seemed really well together. We got some great Jikook moments in there.
Oh, we got some beautiful Jikook moments. Again, it's always in the touching when they don't necessarily, I suppose they always know they're on camera because of what they're doing.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of, they don't sit with any space between them,
No,
do they?
They sit right on top of each other. And
even when there were 3 spaces,
yeah.
And they could have, surely when you're in a cable car gondola, ski gondola like that, aren't you supposed to distribute?
I would think you're supposed to sit kind of more,
either
more spread
side,
out.
And they were still
Right on top of each other.
The bench was wide enough, they were glued to each other.
Instead of sitting down like one and one on the other side with the bag in the middle, they sit next to each other with the bag on the side.
Yeah. And they didn't need to for camera purposes,
Oh
clearly.
no, the camera was
but
more than wide enough.
yeah, they did a lot. So what are the moments? I don't know. It was weird because it was all going along very normal, very kind of active. Okay, look, we're dragging them from one activity to another.
Yeah.
But there were some really emotional beats in there, weren't there?
There were. They figured, they encapsulated the whole thing. It just seemed like the two of them were really open and really honest. It's, you've got the whole Jungkook with his complete confidence in everything he's doing. But then there's Jimin, who is, he starts where most of us would start, being terrified of being up on the paraglider.
I want to go paragliding.
Yeah, and I would be terrified.
I would love to go paragliding.
Not that we have our types in this couple.
No. I don't know. It's not always that way, is it? I don't think so.
You're more likely to go.
I'm definitely more likely to go paragliding.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. I would be far more into the adventure sports thing than you.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing with Jimin. And one of the reasons I love him so much is the whole, he might not start from the same place as Koo, because Koo just takes complete confidence into everything he does and is just like there for it. But Jimin very quickly catches up, and he doesn't let it stop him, and he's open and honest about the fact that he's feeling fear, and I think that makes him incredibly relatable.
I thought the moment where he said about that fear and happiness can coexist at the same time. That it was something that Jungkook would never appreciate, because of course Jungkook doesn't appear to be afraid of anything.
Yeah.
But it was completely relatable. And I love watching the fact that he can push past it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, do you remember when Seb, our son, was going to go diving with sharks?
Yeah.
And he's not a strong swimmer, and he's autistic, and he hates having his face in the water. And watching him work through that whole emotional thing of, I'm terrified to do this, but I really, really want to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
It's the thing with Jimin reminded me of that, where he's like, he was clearly really, really nervous about what he wanted to do, but it made him more determined.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, he was so happy and proud. You could tell he's proud of himself, and well, he should be, for having worked through all those fears. And it made me wonder about how many times in their career have they had to do that exact thing.
Yeah, pushing through the absolute terror they must feel at times, and and just become, the confident people that we see.
Yeah, it was really, I think that was one of the big emotional beats. There were some lighthearted stuff in there. Watching them practice the dance challenge.
Yeah.
There was talk that there were rumors already from seeing the trailer for this episode that's where their challenge, they had filmed Hobie's Killing It Girl challenge, was because of the clothes that they'd been wearing and such. But watching how much care they put into what we would have kind of just gone, oh, it's a simple little TikTok challenge.
Yeah, and they really needed to make sure they got everything spot on. As the perfectionist coming out.
Yeah, very much
the amount of practice that goes into something that seems very, very simple that we see all the time, not just from these two, not just from BTS, but from a lot of artists.
Well, and it goes back to the whole what you see on social media. Even if you think it's something really simple and throwaway, is very curated.
Yeah.
It's very, don't think that little selfie snap that you see on some influencers, Insta or whatever, is just a little throwaway selfie. It's got, they probably have a team behind them and a staged all. Clearly not saying that a lot of the photos that are coming out of Are You Sure Too are staged, because we've seen the casual circumstances in which they were taken. But the amount of effort they put into something that I would have gone, oh, well, surely they just picked that up immediately, and it took them like 5 minutes to do.
Yeah, because of who they are.
Because of who they are. They put so much work into it.
But I love that piece as well in this episode where they were walking around on the mountain, or walking down the mountain, and they just had their arms around each other, and it was just like a complete kind of, two guys just walking down together. The crew obviously left them alone, apart from their own cameras and the drone, and they did what they always do when they're in that situation, which is flock together.
Yeah,
and
gravitate to each other immediately, touching.
And that walk obviously took quite a while, and they were together for the whole thing until, Jimin ran off because he wanted to go a little bit higher up the hill. It
was really good to see their natural personalities coming out. Somewhere, talk about the most natural place where their personalities came out was when they were being woken up in the morning.
Yeah.
Neither of them morning people.
No, neither wanted to get up at all.
But when the staff came in to wake Jimin up, and the first words out of his mouth were, "Did you sleep okay?"
Yeah. It's
not like the first words out of my, as you know, words out of my mouth in the morning might not be that polite sometimes.
No. It's always coffee, isn't it?
Please bring me coffee. But the fact that his first thought, his first instinct, eyes barely open, was to ask if the staff were okay. And we saw it again when they had gone out to dinner before they closed the bill at the restaurant or the pub. Was, did the staff get all their meals? Has everyone gotten everything they wanted? Are you sure?
You guys have already ordered? Okay.
He wasn't gonna leave them hanging. And we've seen that for years with BTS. Years and years and years.
Concern for others.
Humble kings. Definitely humble kings. So I think the big moment that's hanging out there that we have to talk about is when Jungkook was talking about that crush.
Yes, his first crush.
Because I'm sure as Jikookers are going to be like, oh.
But he talked about a girl.
He talked about a girl.
Yeah, and that was when he was, in 8th grade?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I still look at it and go, I can't believe they sent someone that young. But that's the idol industry, isn't it?
Yeah, off to America.
Off to America for a month.
Yeah.
On their own. I mean, yes, teachers, chaperones, whatever, but still, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
But yeah, that there was a girl there, and he thought she was pretty, and But I don't think
he was too shy to ask her out.
And Jimin thought the whole thing was hilarious.
He did. You could tell he was just like, no, I don't. And the fact at the end, Jimin was like, I don't think that's bad. Just leave that in.
Yeah.
Don't cut that.
Yeah. When Jimin goes, oh, and now?
Yeah.
The implication there. So would you still go up and talk to her and think she was pretty?
Well,
kind of, yeah.
Well, but the next thing out of that I noticed is that Jungkook was like, I'd just be like, walk up and go, I want you. And where did he point?
Yes. I
Jimin.
Like you.
And I like you.
And he pointed straight at Jimin.
Jimin, and they both laughed.
Yeah.
Jimin,
I don't think as a Jikooker, please don't read more into that. It was a cute story about someone who was a little kid, and Because he would have been, what, like 12 at the time? 12 or
Yeah.
13 maximum?
Well, and
He
it's the
was-
whole, we all go through different stages when we're growing up.
We go through
You know,
different
people go through
stages.
different stages when they're not growing up, when they're in their, 40s, 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
You can just find someone who, may not have been the person that you'd thought about before. Or maybe, you solidified and you went, oh, actually, the reason that I'm not doing this is because actually I like that.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah. It's the reason, maybe the reason that none of these relationships with insert gender-ish here
yeah,
have ever worked out is because, well, that's not me.
that's not the way I want to be.
Yeah. So I don't think, please don't go there, guys.
Yeah.
If you're like, oh my god, who said he liked a girl? JQ can't possibly be together. Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of emotional stuff in there that was really, really good. The thing about that restaurant scene that wasn't there that people were expecting
hmm
was I had a lot of hard times and I was really struggling and I leaned on you.
Yeah.
So I wonder whether they're going to go back there a second night in the next episode, or whether that's something that's going to be in the behind the scenes in the photo book.
It may be there as a more, because it's a more emotional moment. They may want to keep it a little bit closer, keep it out and separate, because that whole thing was about how great a time they had when they were out at the bar, and the fact that they couldn't do that in Korea because they can't just walk down the street and go sit outside a bar in Korea because of who they are. Even when they were there, they have people recognize them. There was the girl who was very sad, bless, or
So
very
very
excited,
happy,
very excited and
You
happy.
can imagine like walking down the street and looking, oh, there's a window, and oh my
God,
gosh.
it's
BTS.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. I can't see them turning up where we live. We're
You
not
never
particularly in a tourist hotspot.
No.
Chester's nice.
Just as nice.
Chester's
I could see
gorgeous.
them
Maybe
ending
they'll
up in
turn up in
Chester, sitting
Chester.
on the Rose,
That would be,
having a beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of places to sit outside and have a beer.
There's
Chester
lovely
is
places.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Chester is beautiful, but it's no Zermatt, is it?
No.
No.
Zermatt is gorgeous.
We don't have enough
Absolutely.
extreme sports around us for
No.
junkie.
Yeah.
I'd be a bit bored. You can go paddle boarding on the River Dee.
Yeah.
Or get one of those the what are they called? The boats where you like cycle.
Oh, the thingy boat. Yeah.
the pedal
The pedal
boat
boats.
things.
Yes. Just the boats.
Yeah, it was really interesting to see how different. I think that the point from a narrative point of view, this episode really showed how opposite they can be in their personalities at sometimes.
Yeah.
The way that Jungkook is constantly like just go for it.
Yeah.
And Jimin is not an extreme sports kind of person.
But Jimin took to the skiing really well.
Well, it's not to say that he
Yeah.
can't do it.
No.
And they said they hadn't done it in ages. So have they gone at a time that wasn't like for
Are you sure?
Are You Sure or another travel
I mean,
show?
season 1 they did their skiing and their snowboarding there, and that seemed to be. I don't know. I think you can see some progress in both of them from the Are You Sure 1 to Are You Sure 2 in the way that they handled that whole situation. In Jimin did his thing and Jungkook did his thing, and it wasn't again. I go back to the whole no competitions thing.
Yeah.
They're not trying to compete with each other anymore. They seem to be since they come out of the army, they seem to be a lot more settled with we're two slightly different people,
But
we
we're on
don't have to compete.
Yeah, we're together.
Yeah.
We don't have to do that. But I mean, and again, that's kind of it's something you and I would do as a married couple, is you want to do this, I want to do that. We have one day here. It's fine. You go do your thing. I'll do my. It's usually I'm going snorkeling and you're staying on the beach with a book.
I'll go on the beach with a book, or go for a hike, or
or go
and
for a hike.
just the way that things
And
are.
I'll still go back in the water
Actually,
when we go snorkeling. So it's okay to have separate interests. It's definitely. And if Jimin feels more comfortable on skis and Jungkook enjoys the snowboarding, which I think he lived to regret when he got to the bottom and it was really slushy. But it was good to see them both just doing what they wanted to do and enjoying what they wanted to do. The paragliding.
Yeah.
Breathtaking.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely breathtaking. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do in the next episode. I know it told us at the end, but I wasn't quite sure. They cut it in a weird place, I think.
Yeah, it did seem like, they...
Here's day 5, and
Yeah.
then it stopped.
A little bit of day 5,
and
not.
It stopped. Yeah, so I think overall thoughts for me, first thoughts are, I love the fact that Jungkook loves flowers.
Yeah.
And was stopping to take pictures of the flowers everywhere.
It was very sweet.
It was very cute.
Well, and what was the comment? Those 2 flowers wrapped together might mean you. Those 2 flowers are, I can't remember exactly
blue and
what it
yellow.
was. Yeah.
For a while, Jikook were the blue and yellow couple.
Mm.
Yeah, wrapped together like us, or something like that. A duo, a pair like us. It was gorgeous. The whole thing was gorgeous. There were so many really sweet emotional moments. One last set of them to kind of wind this up on, and I think it's almost hard to talk about, is when they were talking about being in the military.
Yeah.
And the reason Jungkook has a scar on his arm is because he was so tired that he leaned
on the edge of a hot pot.
On the edge of a really hot pot and did it. And Jimin said something about getting stitches.
Yeah.
So he's got scars down his leg from what they were doing in the army.
Yeah.
So anyone who thinks they were getting special treatment,
they weren't getting special treatment.
They weren't getting special treatment at all. And I'm still so incredibly grateful that they got to enlist together and they got to be there and to support each other, to be the first idols to ever do that. And I don't think, especially with anti-Jikookers, people who don't want to recognize the bond between these people, these two incredible men, that's not an easy process.
No.
They're not just rooking up and going, oh yeah, we're mates, we want to enlist. You know, and you're not just trying to convince the general public. You have to convince the Korean military.
Yeah.
That there is a reason.
Don't care who you are.
Who don't care.
Why,
are more likely to treat you harsher.
Yeah.
Because of who you are. I'm so grateful that they were there for each other.
Yeah.
As always in their lives. We said it before, and I say it in so many of the Only Facts podcasts, that the strength that we see in their relationship isn't in big. It would never be. It would still, even if they came out and went, hey, we're together, we're getting married, we're whatever, that still wouldn't mean as much as the way they choose each other in the small moments.
Yeah.
In the private times, everywhere. They choose each other first, and it's incredible.
And where can you see those OnlyFacts videos?
Well, the OnlyFacts... Oh, I love it. You are Mr. Shameless Promo, aren't you?
Straight on the promo.
Because I tend to forget about it.
Push the stuff.
Okay, so my main channel, if you've not listened to the main channel is at CJ Main Rights, where you'll find all my fanfic stories. So you get the fiction, and then you get OnlyFacts quick takes. So once a week, I pick a heavier topic to discuss, whether it's something directly Jikook related or news going on in the fandom and how that impacts Jimin and Jungkook or Jikook together. And I'll do a quick take video of it, and then we go into a deep dive podcast where I can do more and give more facts and give more analysis. But I think one thing that people appreciate about those is the fact that I do keep facts and opinion very, very clearly delineated.
Very separate.
I'm not trying to push anyone into some sort of narrative, because it's Jikook. They're their biggest supporters, and we don't need to make up anything.
Yeah,
Would you guys please stop making AI photos of Jimin and Jungkook together? Sorry, it's a hot button of mine at the moment. We don't need AI.
No.
They give us enough moments together on their own. We don't need to do...
I'm sitting here looking at your monitor wallpaper and going, there's just, 6 or 7 moments right there.
Yeah.
They're just there already.
I mean, there's that one with the swollen lips, and there's that one where they'd just given each other rings at Christmas. And yes, that is documented.
That they did.
Goodness. Right. Anyway, we should get on to episode 4.
Episode 4
Sorry,
now.
we're waffling. I didn't get enough coffee this morning.
Ah.
Right. I love you guys. We will see you in episode 4.
See you in
Let us
episode
know
4.
what you have to say about the episode, what your thoughts are, whether you want to go paragliding.
Yep. Drop it in the comments if there's anything you think we've missed.
Yeah, definitely.
Are there any Jikook moments we missed? Are there any non-Jikook moments we should have talked about? Drop them down there.
Thank you guys. I love you. Purple you. Sarangai.
Goodbye.